What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. Last time, we were continuing on with doing whatever side quests we have left. I know there's a total of, or at least there's a trophy once you do 40 side quests. I believe that's the maximum amount in the game. By the way, did we ever finish? We didn't look at the rest of Shion's diary, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, let's read these last two. My secret wasn't a secret at all, apparently. I approached Alpha and Kasara while they were talking, but this time Law came up to me. It was painfully obvious he was just trying to distract me. Oh, Law. But I did manage to hear a little of what they said. I heard my name and something about a moment remembered forever. They seemed to be really into whatever it was, and also kind of like they were having fun. So it got me thinking, maybe it's not they found out my secret. Maybe they're planning something fun for me? In that case, I'd feel so ashamed. Eating an extra plate of food beforehand is stealing. What if they think I'm a greedy slob? That's all I could think about. So I made up my mind and blurted out to Law that I eat an extra plate of food before meals as a taste test. I braced myself for the worst, but Law just replied casually, an extra plate before dinner? You're having at least 3 servings, right? We all knew that. Why are you telling me now? It's not 3 whole servings, though. Just an extra big plate and 2 smaller ones. But it's not about quantity, is it? The important thing is that I'm the only one who thought it was a secret. Everyone knew all along. Alphen's been thinking about his future and gathering information, and everyone's been helping him. I guess that's why they've been whispering the whole time. I don't mind that they kept it from me, but the fact that they did means maybe Alphen did it out of consideration for me, which I would honestly appreciate. And I also appreciate everyone going along with it. I'm really happy with things as they are now. Although, writing this all down now, it's a little embarrassing how I completely got the wrong impression. I may have to burn this diary eventually, but I'd rather not. I hope it doesn't have to be burned from the bottom of my heart. I may have started writing this diary on a whim, but I'm glad I did. It's been really nice. If I start to forget what happened during this year, I can look back and remember what I was thinking and how we spent time together. It's mostly been about people, her being like, why is everyone being so weird? The old me would have never wanted to recall the past. I never imagined future me that would want to look back on the past either. This is all thanks to the fact I met everyone. They really are the greatest friends. Thank you. Aww. Look at how much our dear Shion has grown. Alright, that was cool. But yeah, so we have all of these. I don't think this counts as part of the subquest, probably. So let's see. That's 30. That's 37. So there should be 3 more that are not accepted here, so... That'd be 38. So I'm imagining 2 more are gonna pop up, okay. Alright, well for now, let's do this thing for Bregan where he wants us to, talk to some people in town since he can't do it himself. What do I think of the informant hunters? Well, hell. You asked that knowing I used to be an informant, right? You're just here to get your jollies harassing me, aren't you? Well, I've had enough of this crap. What? Wait, used to be an informant? We had no clue. We're here on behest of the Silver Swords to gather opinions on informants from the populace. We don't mean you any harm. Some things may not be easy to talk about, but we want to hear what you have to say. Oh, really? The thing is, someone in town told everyone I used to be an informant. It's kind of funny to have a character with glasses like this, but his hair is, like, covering anything he could possibly see. Like, what is the purpose of your glasses? You can't see. As a result, I had to endure all sorts of abuse. I thought you'd come for your own pound of flesh. Sorry. Though, to be honest, I don't blame them for coming for revenge. Even with all that abuse? After everything I've done, I'm in no position to complain. I've exploited others for my own gain. But then I got informed on by another guy and ended up in forced labor myself. What goes around comes around, I guess. Is there something you want? Like, do you want the silver swords to protect you? Nah, I don't want anything like that, though if you really want to know. This may be an odd answer, but I want to atone for my mistakes, for the sake of those I've wronged. Rather than hide from the informant hunters, I'd rather make amends in front of everyone. It's probably too late for that, though, so I'm just living here quietly. Is that so? Thanks for telling us. Alright, well, he just immediately got defensive, but then once he was able to actually speak his mind, it was much different. How about you? Are you an informant or an informant hunter? Frightened man. What the hell? What do you want? We just want to have a little chat. There's no need to be scared. It's just been a while since anyone tried to talk to me. Everyone assumes I was an informant. What? So you're mistaken for a former informant? Yeah, lots of people around me were taken away, but it wasn't my doing. That sounds tough. Condemned for something you didn't even do. Exactly. Why do I still have to live in fear even after the Renans left? People are wielding so-called justice with this informant hunting, but what if an innocent person like me ends up getting attacked? Have you tried making your case with everyone? Of course I did, but who'd believe the words of a former informant? If only you could get them to understand what really happened. There must be some way. No, I can't think of... Hold on. I know. If you meet the others, please make a case for my innocence. Well, I mean, we're all just giving this information to Bregan regardless. Alright, the inn and then the alleyway. Our little donut shop friends. Where's the inn? The alley's over here. I guess we'll start with that since it's already here. Alley-oop. It's kind of sad, like, thinking about that I'm going to be wrapping up this DLC in these next set of videos that I'm recording tonight. Obviously, we came back to Arise after 2 years to play a DLC, which, as a whole, I've had a good time doing. Like, I can't say, like, I was ever feeling like, oh, I'd rather be doing something else right now. Like, no, I had a good time. I do wish that they had added more. Like, I'm fine with how the side quests are. You know, they've given us insight into a lot of, you know, the NPCs, which is something I criticized in the base game, was just that none of the NPCs felt like they had life to them. But this DLC did kind of help with that. I still think most of the NPC characters are very, what's going on over here? Oh, they're wearing masks! What the heck? It's expanded this far. Is that how you guys who came in? Get the hell out of here. I said get out. It's creepy how they're just mumbling without making any moves. What do they want? Oh god, they're here. I'm stuck. But yeah, I still wish, like, a lot of our named NPCs, like Bregan and the rest of them, had more unique designs. Like, for the most part, they still feel pretty plain. But they do feel like actual characters in this world. Obviously, none of them are going to be playable. Like, Bregan, Bifon, like... In terms of playable, I mean, for Tales of the Race. Like, most... You look at all the other Tales games that have, like, NPC characters who are now playable. Like, let's just take Symphonia, for example. Beyond the main cast, you've got Ewan, you've got Martel, you've got Mythos, you've got Celis. There's a number of characters that obviously were not playable in the normal game that are now playable here. I'm still waiting for them to do, like, all of the other, what do you call it? the like design Grand Cardinals. Like obviously I want to see all of them at some point. Regardless, that's not the point. Arise is still kind of lacking in like NPC characters you could like do something with, or even just like that are like super interesting. But this my main point I was trying to make before I got off track was that I do feel like this DLC made them feel, you know, more interesting than they did in the base game. So, my whole thing about this DLC is I had a good time, you know. It's just the lack of new gear, the lack of new arts, and, you know, just pretty much, it didn't feel like this DLC tried to do anything new in terms of gameplay, which I would have liked even just like a simple, like, single new mechanic. But overall, especially story, was good. Informant hunting, Stick with the same public, but I think it should be allowed. Can I ask why you think that? Both my parents were taken after someone informed on them. I haven't seen them since. I've mourned them ever since that day. If it meant freeing myself from that pain, even I'd... I see. My sister seems to think differently than I do. You know, sis, I hate informants too. I just don't see any good coming from taking revenge on them. Anti-hunter sister. But it's the Renans who are really bad. Why should Donans hate each other after all this time? You've forgiven them then? No, I haven't. How could I? It's just violence won't solve everything. You're right. It may provide some temporary relief, but it won't make your sadness go away. It hurts to hold on to anger for so long without an outlet for it. That's why they want to resort to violence. Yeah. Pro-hunter sister. Maybe I'd feel better if I talked to some people around town with similar experiences, but that's not happening. Talk with other people, huh? Thank you for sharing your honest opinions, both of you. It's helpful. No problem. Alright, now let's head up to the inn. But yeah, I just would have liked... I guess what I was kind of hoping with this DLC, and I mentioned this before, was that they would at least take a chance and test some of the stuff they're working on for the next game. You know, whether it's like something with like exploration or even just gameplay. Like, I would have really liked to be like, okay, this will be cool to see in the next game. But it seems like whatever they will do for the next game, they're just gonna save to test then. Yeah, this way. Which, that's the other benefit to this DLC, is just that it gave us something Tales to play in between this kind of long drought. Like, obviously we did have the Symphonia port earlier this year, which was definitely fun to play again. Obviously, the next mainline Tales game is probably still not going to be until sometime in 2025, so having this at the tail end of 2023 is kind of nice. We'll probably have a quiet year next year for Tales. Maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get another port for Tales next year of one of the older games, and then, you know, come 2025, we should get a new mainline game, which I hope they don't do another kind of like dire, you know, depressing kind of like story, because we've had 3 of those in a row. Xillia 2, or, well, I guess not really. I was gonna say that would be 4 if I count Xillia 2. Zestiria, like, had a lot more happy moments, I feel, than it did sad ones early on. So, but yeah, like, Xillia 2, Berseria, and then Arise are very much, like, doom and gloom kind of, like, stuff going on. So, it'd be kind of nice if we had more of a kind of, like, normal world to kind of adventure in. And maybe take a little more chances with the storytelling like this DLC did. Like, I was expecting this DLC to go the same way that the main game did, where it's like, go to a zone, defeat the Lord, next. Go to a zone, defeat the Lord, next. Like, that's how I was expecting this DLC to go, but the DLC didn't follow a very specific structure, and I would love to see that in the next Tales game, where you can't really tell where things are gonna go. The Informant Hunters? I don't think that's right. Could you tell me why you feel that way? Back then, everyone was so desperate to survive, there's no point in condemning someone for making a mistake. I was also informed on by someone and put into forced labor, but I have no hard feelings towards them. Even after what you've been through? Yes, though maybe it's only because I was able to come back alive. It's sad to see people hating each other after barely surviving, you know? Yeah, I feel the same. Thanks for telling me.
せっかくレナの支配を抜けられたっていうのに、町のみんなは今も心から笑顔には慣れていないのか。
1年経ってもやっぱまだ引きずってるんだな。簡単な問題じゃねえのは分かってるけどよ。
きっと何かできることがあるはずだよ。あると思いたいな。
Can you imagine how long this DLC would have taken me if I talked to every single one of these text box characters? Oh my lord. Alright, let's go talk back to Bregan, and then we'll get moving on our next objective. Also, one thing I do want to praise this DLC for, I was super worried that the main point of this DLC was just to fill in gaps left by the main game. But it hasn't really filled in any gaps in the main game. It kind of just did its own thing. So I will praise it for that as well. I see. They all have their own thoughts, eh? Thanks for letting me know. Now I have an idea of what everyone's thinking at the very least. But we still don't know what to do. True, each side has their own thoughts. I think it'll take time to solve this problem. It's probably better if they can at least talk to each other more openly without us in between. I feel like it's getting more complicated because everyone's holding it in with their hearts closed off. It's as you say, the long run in subjugation left deep scars in these people. I wonder if there's a way to open the hearts of people like that. Bregan, you've been working hard on a seriously tough issue, huh? I suppose so. The only thing I look forward to these days is a drink when I get home. A drink, that's it. Couldn't we use that? Did you think of something? Yeah, why don't we get all the adults in town together for a round of drinks? Obviously, I don't drink, but adults seem to talk more when they drink, right? That goes to show they let their guard down. Maybe they'll be able to say what's on their minds. Huh, you're right. Booze can be an easy way to loosen someone's lips. Yep, that just might work. A lot of folks in Society enjoy a good drink. Keeps the cold at bay. It's better than sitting around and doing nothing. That means we'll need Silligan and lots of it. We can get the ingredients for Silligan from Zoogles, right? Let's go gather some. I think we've already got what you're looking for, see? You sure you're willing to give these to me? Sure. You need it, don't you? Thanks for that. That's enough to make plenty of Silligan. I feel bad for always being helped by you guys. It'll take a while to make this much, but once we're done, let's have a big party hosted by the Silver Swords. Hopefully people from all over town will come. Oh, I'm sure they will, lured by the booze, but what's important is what comes next. It's not something that can be solved by the power of booze alone, is it? But I'm sure it'll be the good first step for the people of the city to talk frankly. Yes, I believe so too.
そういう打ち解け方もいいんじゃねえかな。殴り合いで友情がとかな。
確かに今のシスロディアに必要なのは思いっきりぶつかり合うぐらいの気持ちなのかもね。
Yeah, just don't make it too dangerous. Don't I still have some requests that I haven't finished? Yeah, these icicle fangs. Which I assume we get in this region. We still need the blistering fangs too. Oh, right, the horse meat. I still have to wait for that to pop up. That's right. Well, for the time being, let's go ahead and grab this Dohalim one. can worry about completing the others as we go.
やっと着いた。
Should be our last character quest.
はて。
So Avakir isn't here. He's one of your friends you asked to look after things in your absence, isn't he? He must be at work. He's the type who feels guilty when he has too much free time. Lord Dohalim? And you are? My name is Lentagar. Avakir left me in charge in his stead. Nice hair.
Ooh.
I see. I appreciate your help. Avakir will be away for some time. If you need something, I'll assist in any way I can. No, I just came to see Avakir. I'll come by again later. As you wish, I shall alert you as soon as he returns. Yes? There's a magnificent statue in Sedek's temple. Before you depart, you simply must see it. What was that about? He brought up the statue out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Mind if we make a quick stop? At first I thought this was some sketchy thing like they got rid of his friends or whatever.
薬を聖堂に彫像。あそこにそんなものはなかったはずだ。
まあ新しく誰かが置いたとかじゃねえの。
そんなリオハリムじゃあるまいし。
Oh, right, all the way in here. At least we don't have to go all the way. Probably the most interesting dungeon, I guess I could say, in this game was going through here. I don't really count anything in this game a dungeon, though, because you really didn't have to do anything. It's mostly just walk to the end. Yeah, and they still got all that stuff in there. I really don't consider it a dungeon unless there's actual, like, puzzles to do. This is the place Lentagar mentioned. I don't see any statue. My lord.
Oh.
Thought you'd be here. You guided us here to meet in secret, didn't you? Yes, the truth is, Faria has been abducted. Abducted? Avakir has gone alone to rescue her.
バカな。
Alone? That fool, what was he thinking? There's more. He forbade me from mentioning, but... What? Tell me all you know. Traces found at the scene suggest the culprits are Donna. Surely you understand, if news of this were to spread in the city, things could get ugly. That's why Avakir went on his own. Knowing Avakir, you must have felt responsible to me and Tarnigan. That's just the sort of thing he would do.
リオハリム。
Thank you for telling me the situation. Sorry, I apologize, but we need intel. For anything related to Donans, Gagne is the one to ask. Thank you. Are we sure, though? This feels like it's set up. Obviously, you can't go further in here. I think this is the room where we fought Shion when she was wearing the, like, dark dress. Even though that was over 2 years ago when we first played that. It's funny because it doesn't feel like that long ago. Something must be amiss for the Renan representative to come all this way. I'll get right to the point. A Renan has been abducted. Rumor has it the abductors are Donan. Do you know anything about it? It is no small feat for one of us to lay hands on one of you. I know what you want to say, but there's no time. Please, if you know anything at all. Very well. But I haven't heard anything myself. If you give me some time, though, I'll ask around. Thank you. In the meantime, we'll see if we can glean any information on our own. No other choice. This person looks like a Don in the way they're dressed. Lord Dohley, when did you return? Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary of late? It's not exactly that recent, but more and more people have been voicing grievances. Grievances with the current situation? How Renans must rely on Donans for survival? Yes, quite a few are wondering if we can't at least have this city to ourselves. Some say it would be easy for your lordship to grant this with a single command. Enough. The era of one-sided rule by the Renans is over, but that does not mean we'll be ruled by the Donans either. I understand, of course, but not everyone can accept that. He's very upset.
まだまだレナの鋭としてのあんたに期待するレナ人はいるんだな。
1年かそこらではな。それに都合の良い夢を演じるよう求められるのは君も覚えがあろう。
ああ、身に染みてるよ。
Alright.
しかし、改めてティオハリムの手腕はすごいな。一人でレネギスの難民たちをまとめるなんて。
だよな。苦労してそうなのに愚痴一つよね。さすがは大将だぜ。
水の町、漂着せしは流浪の民。囲む水音、
Poem time.
ゴーゴーとなる。
急にどうしたの？ペレギオンは水の流れが激しいってことかな。
いや、今のはティオハリムなりの愚痴だ。え、どこ？ゴーゴーとなる水音とは人々の騒がしい声のこと。
I love how she can translate for him.
大勢の話を聞いて疲れているのだろう。
なるほどと言いたいが、説明されてもよくわからないな。
助力音、延べし手のひら、乗るは歴。
助けになろうと皆の困りごとを聞いているものの、些細な不平を聞かされてうんざりすることもあると。
そんだけで伝わるのかよ。
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
風に揺られし濡れた影、日にさらされて恥じるはなんぞ。
なんだか謎めいてるわね。キサラ、今度はどういう意味？濡れた影とは洗濯物のことだ。ダナ人が外に干した洗濯物が見苦しいとか、そんな苦情があったのだろう。風に揺れる姿にそういう身勝手な文句まで聞かねばならない自分の悲哀を込めたに違いない。
うん、すべてその通りだ。立場上、こんな愚痴はあまり口に出せなくてな。やはりメナンシアで成し得たことは、君のような優秀な人材がいてこそ、私一人ではまだまだ力不足だ。
あなたは本当に頑張っていますよ、ティオハリム。怒ってください。愚痴ならいつでも聞きますから。
日々に海、理想は未だ遠かれど、君いるならばどこまでも。
ティオハリム。ええ、お互いに頑張りましょう。
今のは説明なしでもなんとなくわかるな。
俺はやっぱわかんねえ。
Oh, law. The silver swords and the dark wings protect us by letting... Oh! The masked people are here too! By letting us help get masked in our place. Can we really protect the city on our own? I can use astral arts. Let's protect the city together. We may be different races, but we live in the same city. We have no choice but to cooperate at a time like this. That's what I think. So every city has these guys trying to invade. Oh right, we still have we're in the middle of Rinwell's thing. Excuse us, have you seen anyone suspicious recently?
Huh?
Anyone suspicious? Sure have, the upper floor is full of them. I see, but it's not as if they've actually done anything, have they? Not in the last year, but have you forgotten what they did before that? No telling what they might get up to in the future. Don't get me started about all of the folks in the other regions. Sending all their Renans to this city, only caring about their own damn safety. Just what are we supposed to do with all these Renans they've gathered, start an uprising? What then? I'm sure steps have been taken to prevent that. I certainly hope so.
自我が戻ればこその不安や不満か。
無理ないとはいえ難しい問題ね。
Hey, I know you. You're the Blazing Sword, aren't you? Did you come to drive out all these Renans? No, doesn't look like it. You wouldn't be with the Renan Lord if that were the case. I'm gathering intel. Have you noticed anything odd recently? Seen anyone acting weird? Heard any rumors? Anything at all? Come to think of it. I don't know if he was up to good or nothing, but I did see an odd-looking fella. Adonan? That's right. There's lots of folk from all these parts around here, but even so, he stood out like a sore thumb. He was weird and kind of awkward, you know. Who could it have been? If it was one of the people who abducted Faria, what could be their end goal be? It doesn't matter. Right now, we need to find out where they took her. Calm down. I know you're worried, but you're not acting like yourself. You're right. My concern has overcome my manners. Some time has passed. I think we should check in with Gagne. He may have learned something. Good idea.
大将、だいぶ気が立ってる。
それだけ心配なんだ。協力してあげてくれ。
もちろんだよ。人さらいなんて許せない。
Alright, back to the third floor. Do you have any leads? I may have something that'll interest you. I can't say it's good news, though. Late in the night, some men were spotted transporting a large package out of town. It was dark and the witness didn't get a good look at the men, but they said the package was big enough to fit a person inside. The witness says the men were muttering something about the woods. Woods. Shinefall Woods would be the closest.
Yes.
We should investigate. We finally have a lead. I also hope to avoid any unnecessary conflicts. I pray for a speedy solution to your problem. Thank you for your help. Well, there you have it.
どうしてフィアリエが狙われたのかしら。
デュオハリマの知り合いだから？それともたまたま？
犯人を捕らえればわかることだ。急ごう。
Well, it's our only option. Which way are we going, though? Oh, up here. That's perfect, because, we haven't really been up here.
さあ、目的地に着いたわよ。
This normally led to the dungeon before Pelagian, but now it just leads here because obviously that part got cut out.
Tio, どうしてここに？
それはこちらのセリフだ。一人で行くとは無茶が過ぎる。
君がいない間に万が一のことがあってはと。すまない。
怪我をしたのは犯人のせいか？
ああ、フィアリエを取り戻そうとしたんだが帰り討ちさ。君のようにはいかなかったよ。
では彼女は生きているのだな。
それは間違いないよ。なあ、ティオ。犯人は
分かっている。アバキール、君はこのままペレギオンに戻れ。キサラ、ついてきてくれたまえ。
どういうことです？
こんな大将珍しいな。
黙ってるのにひしひしと伝わってくるよ。
事態は急を要する。急ぐぞ、二人とも。間に合ってよかったわ。
私も使えたらな。
We must find them.
さあ行くぞ。
罪深き者に裁きを。
こういう連結だ。総発入れ。無の上流だぜ。いけるぞ。
これで
終わりだ。
その調子で続けて。
あ、決めてやる。
私も援護するわ。
空を飛ぶやつか。
私なら落とせる。
いけるぞ。分かった。ひょっとしてこれ貴重なんじゃねえか。
Can I teleport here? Make things easier.
ここなら煮炊きできそうだな。
No.
そろそろ牧場の動物たちが育ったかも。
Oh, can we check in here? There we go. We need more though.
This これで新しい料理が作れるか。
フィアリエ、無事か。
デュオ、あなたなの？
デュオハリム閣下。なぜここに？
閣下。
そこまでだ。
デュオ、気をつけて。
己が意味嫌う相手に身をやつしてまでこんな真似をする意味があったのかね。
Oh, they're Renans.
お見通しですか。
Renans pretending to be Donans to ignite war again.
まさか犯人もレナ人。
周囲に気取られずにフィアリエをさらい追ってきたアバキールを倒した。いかに二人が戦士ではないとはいえダナ人には簡単ではあるまい。大方私がダナ人を憎むよう仕向けようとしたそんなところか。
He's smart.
仰せの通り。だがそれもこれもあなたが鋭としての義務を果たさないからだ。レネギスを失って以来我々の暮らしはまるで囚人同然。
How? You're free. You can go do what you want. Although I guess from their point of view that's how they see it because they were handed everything on a platter before.
それなのにあなたは融和を解くばかりで我らの守護者としての務めをおろそかにしている。
勝手なことを。
私は今でもレナ人の守護者だ。だがそれは支配を守るという意味ではない。
ははよりによって決行したその日にあなたが戻ってきたのはとんだ計算違い。私は失敗したが閣下を弱腰と見る者は他にもいる。せいぜい用心なさるがよい。
デュオ、
君は一つだけ成功した。私を怒らせるという狙いだけはただその矛先は君だ。我が友たちを傷つけた報い受けるがいい。
いけません、ティオハリム。怒りに任せて彼を撃てば私たちの敵と同じになります。こらえてください。
I don't know if I agree.
君の言う通
They
り
need to be taught some kind of lesson.
彼を裁くのは市場によってであってはならない。ペレギオに連行し
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's fine. I thought they were just gonna get away. That's what I had a problem
あ
with.
りがとうキサナ。君がいてくれてよかった。
私の務めですから。例の犯人は引き渡してきました。
ありがとうキサナ。どうやらこれで一件落着か。
結局 君の手を煩わせてしまったな。
君たち二人が無事だったのだ。それ以上何を望むものでもない。
とはいえこれは本当の終わりじゃない。レナにもダナにも不満を持つ者はいる。抑えつけるのでなしにどうすればうまくいくのかもっと考えてみる。
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy.
頼りにしている。それで思い出した。アバキール、レンスガルが君のことを案じたからこそ私も今回の件を知ることができた。君ももう少し周囲を頼ることを覚えたまえ。
ああ、そうだね。彼には
I feel bad for questioning this Lentigear guy. Like, he looked sketchy at first. I was like, what if he's in on this? But no, he's good.
グナイにも知らせなくてはな。では行こうか、キサラ。
ティオ、
何かね。
ありがとう。それとあなたもしっかりね。
ご助言痛み。
疲れたね、フルル。
そいつ大体隠れてるじゃねえか。
フル、
Alright, Gagne.
犯人はダナ人に化けたレナ人だっただと？
狙いはこの人のダナ人への反感を煽ることだったんだ。
レナ人の一人としてお詫びする。ダナ人は濡れ衣だった。
グナイ、この人は決して。
律儀なのだな、あなたは。それこそ黙り通すこともできたろう。ましてや自分も被害者だというのに。
必要なことだと思っている。
確かに。そしてそんなあなただから私も同胞を説得する気になれる。
グナイ、
この関係が続き根を下ろし私たちの後も続くことを願っている。
たゆまず励むことを約束しよう。ティオハリム・イルル・ケリスの名にかけて。
That was nice.
ご友人が狙われたことを考えていたのですか？
フィアリアにはまた辛い思いをさせてしまった。アバキールにもだ。スルドの知人というだけで余計な目に遭う。おそらくこれが最後でもあるまい。
あなたのせいではありません。ダナ人もレナ人もそれぞれの思惑でスルドとしてのあなたに目を向ける。期待も反発も、それこそアルフェンに対してと同様に。
分かっている。いや、それでは不十分だな。私の旧友であるとなしにかかわらず、こうしたことは予測してしかるべきだった。備えを怠ったという意味ではやはり私の責任でもあ
How
る。
would you be
警備を
prepared?
強化するよう伝えるつもりだ。無論主級派を刺激しない形にする必要があるが、もっと自分を責めると思ったかね。
ここにいるのは今のあなたですから。
時を戻すつもりはない。それに悪いことばかりでもなかった。アバキールにも彼を案じる協力者がいた。少しずつとはいえ変化を感じることができた。これが続いていけば、いつか君が言っていた横の絆による理想郷にもつながるのだろう。それが見られる頃には何歳になっているかわからんがね。
何歳だろうと一人で見ることにはなりませんよ。
そうだったな。
How nice. Alright, that's the final one. Well, technically. Okay, there's another quest. We still have to do this side quest for Rinwell. But let's go ahead and grab this quest, whatever this is gonna be. I don't know, how are these people able to, unless they just get, like, extreme, like, power boost? I can't imagine how any of these slow-moving zombies would force one of these masks on anybody. I dress like this to protect myself. I'm always getting saved by other people, and now it's happening again. I'm pathetic. Oh, I thought that kid behind had a mask on. It's just his hair. Oh, wait, what the heck? Are you okay? I'm sorry. I'll do my job properly. Just please come back to your senses. Yeah, I don't understand how the forcing a mask on someone works. Let's see what these two need. Like hell, I paid hard-earned cash for this. But we need that food, we're starving. Sounds like quite the dispute. Care to fill me in on the details? Oh, Lord Dohalim, the Donans are buying up all the food. They're trying to starve us. Stop with the false accusations. I'm simply buying the food that I need. I have no obligation to give it to you just because this is the last of it. I need it for my family. Don't even try to tell me you have mouths to feed. How dare you? I did have family, and they were slaughtered by you Renan scum. Calm down, both of you. I understand the quarrel. There isn't enough food to go around, correct? In Pelagian, business is conducted fairly, with no distinction between Donans and Renans. It's unfortunate for you, but that means first come, first served. This man has the right to purchase the food. You don't understand. My father is ill. He needs nutrition in order to recover. Oh, really now? And how do we know you're not just lying if you can get more for yourself? Both of you need to stop making accusations. Grr. The issue is unrelated to race. There simply isn't enough food to go around in Pelagian. Unless all nations coordinate how much food they need and adjust trade accordingly, there will be no long-term solution. Why don't we try negotiating with the merchants of Monancia? Viskint may have more surplus than the other nations. Perhaps we could act as an intermediary and facilitate additional trade with Viskint. Let's give it a shot. As you heard, we will go to Viskint to negotiate. While we're there, we'll procure some food for your father. Really? Thank you. We Renans are truly blessed to have you as our guardian, Lord Dohalim. Figures you take the Renan side. It is not because she's a Renan. She is in need, so I offer assistance. I would do the same for you. Besides, I am merely a representative of Rena. It is not the position many assume that it is. Dohalim? I apologize, we just make our leave. Oh, okay. Are you okay, Dohalim? People misunderstand the position I hold, but that does not change the fact I must do all I can to help when necessary. If you say so, then let us depart from Viskint.
Rena人の守護者なんか大層な呼び方されてたな。
実情にそぐわぬ誤った呼び名だ。私の望むものでもない。私はレナ人の守護者たる鋭ではない。上に立つものではなく、同じ場所に立つ一人の人間だ。
そうだな。まとめ役っていう方が俺たちの知るティオハリムには似合ってる。
So I know for that quest, I think we have to find that girl again, right? Oh no, yeah. We need the blistering fangs. So we need all that stuff. All right, so next time we're gonna head back to Monancia. Or I guess Viskint in particular, to continue this quest. And then, of course, probably between parts, I'm going to, because I don't think this side quest will take that long, I am going to look up where to find these other two materials, so we can save some time on searching for whatever's going to drop them. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.